What's up, guys? Um, Let me make sure I'm live here real quick. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Dose. I'm pretty sure I'm live, just trying to make sure here. Um, Guys, today I had a question in my Facebook group that was about marketplace reach outs, and I wanted to kind of shine a light on this. And the question was, let me pull it up here real quick. But basically, it had to do with like, how do you find the best deals on marketplace? Like, do you just open marketplace and find deals? Like, somehow that's what a lot of people think, right? So, first thing that I want to talk about here is the people that go to marketplace typically know what they want for the item that they are selling, right? So, um, here are my tips for getting good value items on marketplace, and a majority of this was learned from Matt Shirley. He's a console coach in my Recelerator program, um, and and then the other part of this question what had to do with technology. A lot of people think that technology is going to be like the easiest way to start getting things to happen. I own two softwares that obviously make this part easier. So we own Resell Deck and Resell Hawk. We do this specifically for helping find items, right? So the first thing that I want to address here real quick is the fact that skills are always going to outperform um, skills are always going to outperform technology every single time. You will always do better when you have a skill set than somebody who has technology without the skill set. Okay. Now, once you have the skill set and the technology, you're going to freaking crush it. Okay. Along with the experience that goes with that. Right. So let me tell you guys a quick story here. So on so for my Recelerator program, one of the first things that we do is we show them how to find deals in their area incredibly fast. And this can be like the normal that Matt actually finds in an area, like the opportunities he finds in an area, vary from like 15 to 25 deals, like on the onboarding call that are potential opportunities. And what we see is usually one to two, and then sometimes three purchases from that. Now, these are things like game consoles and VR headsets, which are like the easiest things ever to find on the market that you can negotiate down. So those opportunities are out there. Now, are there going to be certain opportunities that hit the market that you can make money off of quickly and efficiently and easily? Absolutely. Are they few and far in between? Absolutely. Okay, because nobody is really going to go and sell something for less than they want unless they are negotiated with on that. Okay, so the kind of approach that we have is you have to learn how to negotiate even when it comes to reaching out to people on marketplace. Like that is a given. And cool enough, we have enough students now that we have numbers to back this up, like percentages. So for example, what we usually see on phone reach outs, like if you're reaching out to people on marketplace on a daily basis, let's say you're doing 20 reach outs a day, what we typically see is like a 1 to 5% closing ratio on phones. So 1 out of 100 if you're probably just beginning, okay? And then 5 out of 100 if you're getting really good, okay? As your skill set improves and as you get better at negotiating, um, you'll obviously get more deals. Okay. Now, what I've seen a lot of happening lately is a lot of people relying on technology to find the deals for them. While that's good, the people with the skill sets are always going to outperform you, even if they don't have the technology. Okay. So, a good example of this is paid ads. So, a lot of people start paid ads and then they quit paid ads because they can't close any deals. Okay. Now, it's not because they can't well, I mean, they can't close deals because they don't have the skill set to be able to close those deals. They don't have the negotiation skill set that they need to be able to close those deals quickly and efficiently. Okay. It's the same thing with marketplace reach outs. Like I was avidly against marketplace reach outs for a long time until like Matt Shirley and Alex Ramosi kind of changed my mind on cold outreach a lot. And I realized I was wrong. I mean, guys, I never did reach outs. I never needed to. I've been spoiled with paid ads for freaking years. I don't have to reach out to anybody. because I got so good at the paid that I didn't need it, because I had the skill set built. I had the negotiations down. I knew how to thrive in that type of market. So, like the biggest thing here is you need to have the skill sets. The technology just allows you to get things faster. That's it. Okay. So, for example, in our Recelerator program, if somebody signs up, we teach them the skill set first, how to find the deals first, and then we set them up with the technology that makes finding the deal a lot easier. Now, in Recelerator, we recommend 20 reach outs a day, and I recommend this to everybody for free as well. If you do 20 reach outs a day, every single day, you will get a deal. Like it will happen. You just have to do it. And here's the way that I recommend doing it. I'm fully upfront and honest about the way that things work with me and my business. So the way that I do this is like, hey, I run a company. We buy electronics like phones, MacBooks, iPads, smartwatches, and cameras every single day. If I was to pay you cash today, would you be willing to go any lower on the price you have? Guys, that script works. Like you do that enough times, you're going to get a deal. I promise. You a lot of people try to they try to they just try to go the path of least resistance, right? Like they want the tool that's just going to fix everything for them. And that's not what's going to happen. A tool is only as good as how well you use it and the skill sets that you have behind it, right? A CRM, a customer relationship management system, is only as good as as you use it. Like that's it, okay? A script, a negotiation script is only good if you use it. That's the thing. Like a lot of people don't get, they don't combine the technology with the skill sets. And that's what we want you guys to do. We want you guys to combine the skill sets and the technology together, but the skill set always comes first. And if you don't get the skill set first, the technology will not help you at all. It just won't. Everybody wants the quick and easy way. Everybody wants the chat bots. Everybody wants these things that make life easier and automate the business when you haven't even learned the skill set well enough to automate the business. Okay. So, and I'm not dogging on anything because I own these softwares. I own Resell Deck and I own Resell Hawk and I own these things that make things easier for people. But I've realized after coaching hundreds of students on how to make money flipping phones and electronics, you have to get skill sets first. If you don't get the skill sets first, the technology will do nothing for you. You will not win. And it took me a long time to realize that. Like I could throw away all my technology today, like Resell Deck, Resell Hawk, and be left with my skill sets, and I'd still crush most of the people in the game because of that. Because I have the skill sets. I don't need the follow-up systems. I don't need the CRM. I don't need these things to win because I have the experience. And that's why, Hormozy talks about this all the time. Those of you guys who follow Hormozy, he talks about this. Skill sets are the only thing that you can't be taxed on, you can't lose in a divorce, and you can't lose at all. So that's what you should focus on. Because let's say you're using a like a marketplace notifier or an eBay notifier or something like that, right? And that's entirely what you rely on for your entire business. Do you actually have a business? Like the software makes the thing easier, but do you actually have a skill set? Or are you just like scraping the bottom of the barrel on the deals that everybody else is trying to get? Okay. So here's what you could do. Here's what you could do. You could get ahead of the curve of everybody else and just get really good at the skill sets and let everybody else rely 100% on the technology where they're going to fail. Or they're not, maybe not fail, but they're not going to do as well. But if you focus on the skill sets and building this, this brain of yours and get the skill sets down and to the point where it actually becomes a habit, you're going to win in the long run by far. Okay. I had the skill sets before I had the technology. I had the courses that taught me the skill sets before the technology was there. So I know this. I've been there. I've been where you guys are at. But a lot of you guys are relying a lot on technology. And this literally goes against my own pitch because I pitch Resell Deck and I pitch Resell Hawk and I pitch these things because I know that they help, but I want you guys to learn the skill sets along with using the technology. The technology should enforce the skill set to be better. That's it. You don't the technology shouldn't be the only thing that brings you in the money. Okay? Because if it is and that technology goes out of business, congratulations, you're out of business. Okay? And I see that all too often nowadays. So this has been another episode of the Daily Dose. I saw this comment in my group today and I just had to address it. Because it is a common theme that I've been seeing a lot lately is a lot of people relying more on technology than their own skills. And at the end of the day, guys, skill sets are going to win every single time. Skill sets are the thing that will live for the long haul, right? Um, so yeah, learning how to identify things on marketplace that could have potential value, learning how to read in between the lines of what somebody has in their description, learning how to find the correct items that have the most margin and being able to negotiate down on them, learning how to sell the right things online that are going to have enough profit margin for you to win, learning how to talk to people in a way that they actually respond to you. All of these are skill sets, and none of them really have anything to do with technology. The technology is there to just boost your skill set. So, with that being said, check out Resell Deck. It's a technology that helps you start, grow, and scale your electronics reselling business. But we teach you the skill sets to go along with it. The skill set always comes first before my technology every single time because I realize so importantly that that is what is needed for the technology to work amazingly. All right. With that being said, guys, right now, by the way, also, we do have a 5-day challenge starting next week where I'm going to be teaching you guys all of the skill sets that you need from marketing, appraising, negotiating, and all of my coaches are going to be there teaching. They're masters of their skill sets. It's going to be a 5-day challenge. Recommend signing up. I think it's like one. I think I put it at 129 for the live streams and then 197 for the Zoom meeting. So check those out. I hope you guys check it out because it's gonna be freaking awesome. We got our coaching lineup is obviously me, Matt Shirley, Aaron Goldstein, Tyler Bass, and it's gonna be really, really good. I think it's gonna be 10 times better than the first 5-day challenge that I ever had. Because last time it was only me teaching, and now it's the masters of their skills teaching. So hope to see you guys there. This has been a daily dose, and go out there and get your skill sets.